boys and girls. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mrs. Taylor. Today we're going to talk about verbs. What's a verb? That's right. A verb is an action word. It tells us what somebody does. Here are 5 verbs sharing with you different things that I like to do. Number 1, I like to sing. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I like to jump. The word jump is a verb. Geronimo! This picture was taken at the Animal Kingdom in Disney World 2 years ago when I traveled with my family. We like to roar and walk around Disney World. The words walk and roar are both verbs. I like to teach. Teach is an example of a verb. It's what I do. As you can tell from a lot of these videos, I also like to smile. Smile is a verb. Think about all of the cool things that you can do. Let me share some examples of things that people in my family can do that are also verbs.
My son Carson likes to throw a football at the beach. Throw is a verb. My daughter Ashley likes to dance. Dance is a verb. My dog Carly likes to eat and chew on bones. Eat and chew are verbs. Mrs. Taylor, well, one day she hopes she learns how to surf. Surf is a verb.
I've given you lots of examples of verbs that people do. But have you ever thought about verbs that animals do? Let's take a look at nature. What do we see animals doing outside? Go to your back door, open the door, and look outside. Do you see any animals out there? It doesn't have to be a pet. Lots of animals live in the backyard. It's called their habitat. See if you can find an animal. What verb is that animal doing right now?
I saw the spider spinning a web outside my house. Spin and crawl are verbs. The seagull is flying.
The special thing about a horse is that it can gallop. Gallop is a verb. Yee-haw! Now that we know lots of examples of verbs, let's take a look at some sentences and see if we can pick out the verb. I like to blow bubbles. What's the verb in this sentence? If you said blow, you're correct. What is the person doing? They're going to blow. That makes blow a verb. A verb can also be in a question. Can you carry these heavy boxes for me? What is the person trying to do? If you said carry, you are correct. Carry is a verb because it's what the person is doing. Hold on! Stop! Wait 1 second. Don't turn the video off quite yet. We're going to play a game together. I love playing games. The game that we're going to play is called Simon Says. Many of you have probably played that in the past, as I did when I was in preschool myself. Mrs. Taylor is going to share a verb with you, and we're going to act out that verb just like Mrs. Taylor says. However, if Mrs. Taylor doesn't say to do the action, don't do it with her, because you'll be out. Are you ready? Here we go. Mrs. Taylor says to shiver. Woo, it's cold outside. Shiver. Mrs. Taylor says to sob. I'm so sad. Sob is a verb. Mrs. Taylor says to gaze. Look up at the stars and gaze at the stars. Gaze is a verb. Wave goodbye to everyone. Oh, I caught you. Mrs. Taylor did not say to wave. For those of you who didn't do it, congratulations, you have won the game. I challenge you to continue searching for different verbs that are higher in vocabulary than you're used to sharing. That's why I shared some of these words today during Simon Says. They were different types of words that we don't normally use when we're speaking or when we're writing a story. But I challenge you to change that. You will amaze your parents and your teachers when you use those words. Here's your challenge for today. Think about yourself. Can you think of 10 verbs that tell about things that you like to do? You can send your answers in a couple of ways. If you're in Mrs. Taylor's class or another class at my school, You can send your teacher a Google slide sharing 10 examples of things that you like to do. Make sure that they're only the verbs. You don't have to list the nouns. If you don't go to my school, then you can share your example with your teacher or with your parent by writing it on a piece of paper. Good luck, everyone! You can type or write each verb inside of a table that looks just like this one. You might even be able to think of some Halloween examples, like the ones you see here. Walk like a mummy. Walk is a verb. The ghost made me scream. The word scream is a verb. It's what you do. Dance like a skeleton. Dance is the verb. We carved a pumpkin. Carved would be an example of the verb. Thanks so much for joining me today on our adventure as we learn about different verbs. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button below. And don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single adventure with us. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.